From the dawn of humanity, we have sought answers to life's greatest questions. Why are we here? What is our purpose? Is there more to existence than what we see? In this search for meaning, some have argued that humanity created the concept of God, a being greater than ourselves, to fill the void of uncertainty, to bring comfort in the face of mortality, and to provide a sense of direction. But is this the case? Did humanity invent God out of necessity? Or is God the creator, the one who gave us life and a purpose far beyond what we can comprehend? Today, we delve into this profound question, exploring the philosophical, historical, and spiritual dimensions of our faith. And while the discussion will lead us through challenging ideas, we will reaffirm what the Bible declares. God is real, He created us, and His love and purpose for humanity are eternal. Stay with us as we embark on this journey, seeking truth, meaning, and the reassurance of God's presence in our lives. In a world filled with uncertainty, the question of existence and purpose lingers in every human heart. Since the dawn of civilization, people have sought answers to life's most profound mysteries. Why are we here? What is our purpose? And what lies beyond this life? Some philosophers argue that humanity created the concept of God as a response to these deep-seated questions. They suggest that the human need for security, meaning, and purpose led to the formation of a divine figure who could provide answers when everything else seemed inadequate. In times of hardship, faith in a higher power has offered comfort and strength, filling a void that science and reason could not fully explain. The idea of God, for many, is not just a religious figure, but a source of stability in an unpredictable world. When faced with challenges and the reality of death, people naturally look beyond themselves, searching for something greater. They wonder if life is more than just random events or fleeting moments, seeking an eternal anchor to hold on to. The need to believe in something transcendent speaks to a universal longing, a desire to connect with something beyond human limitations. But is this proof of God's existence or merely evidence of humanity's longing? This is the central question we'll explore. Is our faith a creation of necessity, or does it point to a reality far greater than we can comprehend? Philosophers have long debated whether God is a concept created by humans or a divine being who created us. Some, like Sigmund Freud, argue that religion is an illusion born out of humanity's need for protection, a psychological construct designed to give life purpose and ease fears of mortality. According to this view, the belief in God is simply a projection of human desires, a way to cope with the challenges and uncertainties of life. For others, religion is a social creation that helped ancient societies build morality, order, and meaning. They argue that faith was an essential tool for cohesion, allowing civilizations to grow and prosper by uniting people under a shared belief. Yet the question remains, does the existence of these psychological and societal reasons for belief in God necessarily mean that He doesn't exist? Could it be that our yearning for the divine and our need for purpose are actually reflections of a deeper reality, that we were created with an inherent desire for connection with our Creator? Many believers see the very idea of longing for something beyond this world as a testament to God's existence. To them, this longing isn't just a coping mechanism, it's a divine calling, an echo of a relationship that was meant to be. As we continue, we'll look at this yearning through different perspectives, balancing the philosophical with the spiritual. Life can often feel uncertain, full of challenges and unpredictable events. In such times, people naturally search for meaning and hope. For centuries, belief in God has given billions of people strength, resilience, and a sense of purpose. To believers, God is not just a distant figure, but a close companion, a source of comfort and direction. This sense of divine companionship has allowed individuals and communities to endure hardships and tragedies with a sense of hope that defies explanation. The idea that there is a purpose to our pain, that every trial has meaning, and that there's a life beyond this one, gives many the strength to carry on. The Bible itself speaks to this desire for meaning, offering a message of hope in passages, like Jeremiah 29:11, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." For believers, this isn't just a comforting sentiment. It's a promise from a loving Creator who watches over His creation. But to skeptics, these ideas could appear as wishful thinking, a narrative created to bring comfort in a harsh world. Yet, this raises a fascinating question. If the concept of God were purely human-made, would it still provide the profound hope that has carried so many through history? Or does the transformative power of faith point to a truth beyond ourselves? As science advances, many look to it for answers to questions once held by religion. Scientific discovery has unraveled mysteries of the universe, from the formation of stars to the complexity of DNA. Some believe that as our understanding of the physical world deepens, the need for God diminishes. They argue that science can explain away the mysteries once attributed to a divine creator. However, others see the wonders of science as evidence of God's handiwork. The intricate design found in nature, the order within chaos, and the fine-tuning of the universe's constants are viewed by believers as signs of a creator's intentionality. This tension between science and faith often overlooks a profound idea. Science and faith may not be opposites, but complementary ways to understand reality. Many scientists and theologians argue that science explains the how of creation, while faith reveals the why. For instance, while science may describe the mechanics of life, it does not address why life exists in the first place. The book of Romans speaks to this, stating in Romans chapter 1, verse 20, "For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, His eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made." For believers, scientific discovery is not a threat to faith, but a glimpse into the mind of God, a creator who designed the universe with purpose and beauty. Belief in God has not only influenced individuals, but has also shaped entire cultures and civilizations. Throughout history, faith has inspired countless acts of charity, driven the establishment of hospitals and schools, and motivated movements for justice. From the abolition of slavery to the civil rights movement, faith has often been the foundation for social reform. While critics may argue that religion has also been a source of conflict, it is undeniable that belief in God has brought hope, purpose, and positive change to the world. This impact suggests that faith is more than a personal comfort. It is a force that has shaped history and improved countless lives. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus says, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden." Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. For believers, this call to be a light is a mandate to bring love, compassion, and justice into the world, reflecting God's character. If faith in God were simply a man-made construct, would it hold such a transformative power? This question invites us to consider the possibility that the impact of faith on history points to something real, a divine presence that moves and inspires humanity toward love and goodness. Throughout time, philosophers and theologians have referred to a God-shaped void within the human soul. a longing that only the divine can fulfill. French philosopher Blaise Pascal famously wrote about this, describing a God-shaped vacuum in every person that only God can fill. This yearning for something beyond ourselves raises a compelling question. If there is no God, why do we possess such a profound desire for Him? Could it be that this longing points to our true origin, a connection with our Creator that we are subconsciously seeking to restore? In the book of Ecclesiastes, it is written, "He has set eternity in the human heart." Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. This suggests that the human spirit is hardwired for connection with the divine, that there is a part of us that recognizes we are made for something greater than the material world. For many believers, this internal longing is evidence of God's existence, a spiritual homing beacon that calls us back to Him. Skeptics may argue that this feeling is simply a psychological need, yet it remains one of humanity's most powerful and universal experiences. As we ponder this, we're left with the question, is this longing for God a mere illusion, or does it point to a divine reality? As we arrive at the conclusion of this journey, we're faced with a choice, either to see God as a human construct or as the true Creator who calls us to Him. For some, faith is a leap into the unknown. For others, it is a relationship that fills life with meaning and purpose. While philosophers and scientists continue to debate, the question of God's existence ultimately comes down to a personal decision. For believers, the choice to follow God brings peace, purpose, and a sense of belonging to something eternal. This decision is deeply personal, and each person must wrestle with the implications of belief or disbelief. The Bible tells us that without faith, it is impossible to please God. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. In the end, faith is not about absolute proof, but about trust. Trust in a God who, believers affirm, is real, loving, and actively involved in our lives. As we conclude this exploration, consider what faith could mean for you. Is it a construct of society or the calling of your Creator? The journey is yours to take, and the answers lie within your own heart. If this message resonates with you, please leave a comment below, sharing your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us on this journey of faith and discovery. May God bless you abundantly, and we'll see you in the next video.